Hello, and welcome back to Get Healthy Now Mastery. I'm so glad you are joining me. I want to say grand rising, grand living, grand day. Yes, it is. Thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you to those who have sent me the thumbs up, those who have sent me comments. I am so grateful. I'm so grateful to you and for you. Uh, I'm sitting today and I feel like I'm not giving you all that I've been giving you because I'm not juicing. You know, I've got accustomed to standing here juicing, but today I want to sit here and just give you, just talk about my last 16 and half years of my life, or last 16 and 4 months of my life, however we want to put it. Anyway, I'm excited to actually be able to do this because I started this journey when I was 58, I think. I think it was 58. Anyway, my numbers may be off a little bit, but that's okay. I'm still right here. And I'm excited to have you in my life. I'm excited for my YouTube family. Thank you all so much for following my journey. Thank you all for supporting my journey. And because of your support, it keeps me going. It keeps me moving forward. It keeps me wanting to do more to help humanity. And I am so grateful. You all, we are going to reach many people around the world, and with your help, it's possible. With your help, it is truly possible. Remember, I thank you all because we are really um, getting subscribers. I told you I wanted to have 1,000 subscribers by December the 31st. We're on the road to those 1,000 subscribers, and I appreciate you for all that you are doing to help reach this goal. We are going to make America and this world a healthier place to live in. This is the key. This is the key. So, man, oh man, oh man. Y'all, it's so much to learn. It's so much to learn. Let us not close ourselves up. Oh my goodness, so much to learn. If there is something in your life now that is not servicing you, let it go. Let it go. And if there are people in your life now that's not servicing you, you got to let them go. They don't want to service you, and they're not going to benefit you. So why are we holding on to them? Why? Uh, Wayne Dyer wrote a book, and in the book he says, uh, "Be open to all things, but attached to nothing. Be open to all things and attached to nothing." Okay, maybe it's done. Y'all, that's part of life. Your phone ring all the time. Mine ring all the time. But be open to all things and attached to nothing. So what that means to me is that there is so much knowledge and wisdom and understanding that we have not attained yet. And be open when knowledge and wisdom come our way. Don't be so attached to something you can't let it go. That's what that means to me. Now, I don't know what it means to you. So, and I said all of that to say this is that we are powerful people. God created us as powerful people. And we limit ourselves when we stay attached to something that does not service us right now. It may be an outfit in your closet. It's hanging there, but is it servicing you now? Y'all know how we do. We hold on to things, stuff, and we just need to let it go. God wants to bless us with something greater, but we keep holding on to that Oh my gosh, we keep holding on to it and we won't turn it loose. So God can bless us with more and greater things. So having to say all that, did I say thank you to all my subscribers? Y'all, if I didn't, let me say it again. I'm so excited for you. I thank you for my newfound YouTube family. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Today we're going to talk about Margie's transformation from a size 26 to a size 6. From a size 26 to a size 6. Oh, yeah. And I hope that we'll get my picture in there so you all will see this picture as we're doing this video. But I want to answer some questions about my journey. This journey has not been easy. It has been very challenging. Life is challenging, and this journey, as I stay on it, is still challenging. However, I have to remind myself that I am more than a conqueror through him that loves me, through God that loves me. I am more than a conqueror. Yes, I am. I have to remind myself that I am a winner. I have to remind myself all the time that I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I have to remind myself all the time, with God, all things are possible. Yes, I do, all the time. Absolutely. So this is where I am. So my journey started in 2009. 2009. And I've said this part of my journey, this journey of losing weight and getting healthy. It started in 2009. I could go all the way back to my beginning of my childhood, which was I had an exciting childhood. If I told some of you all, and you would say no, no. But you know what? I tell people now, if you haven't experienced what I experienced, you haven't lived. You don't know what living is. So one day I might talk about that. But I mean, I grew up in a wonderful home, loving parents, loving sisters and brothers and brother. I don't have but one brother. It was 7 girls and eight boys. So, but my parents always provided for us. And the love was there, and the love is still here now, even to this day. We just had some exciting lifestyles. And I'll say, I'm going to tell you this one thing so you'll understand where I'm coming from. We live in homes of 3 homes in my early childhood without a bathroom. So now you know we had an outhouse. Okay, now you got that. That's what I'm talking about. That type of stuff. But that was exciting. But y'all will look at me and say, "What?" It was, God is real. God has kept us and he has brought us up to this appointed time. And I'm grateful. I am truly grateful. But let me get on to this because I don't want to keep y'all long. So when I started, this is Rawvember, right? Rawvember. So when I started the welcome to Rawvember, let me say that. And this, I'm doing this on a Friday. So this is day 6 of Rawvember. And it's been exciting. So when I started on the Hallelujah diet, it was very exciting, very rewarding, very energized, very much work, because you have to. Anything worth having, you got to work for it, right? So there you have it. So I started on this journey February 2009. A friend introduced me to this book right here. She introduced me to this book. I read this book at night up until about 2 a.m. in the morning. And I realized, girl, you got to go to work. So you better put that book down. But the book was very exciting. I'm not going to give you a whole lot of details because I don't want to keep you no long time. But anyway, reading the book, I got excited. I really got excited. So if y'all want a good read, the Hallelujah Diet, and in here some recipes in the back of the book. And then there are some people's stories. He talked about clean water. He talks about living and organic foods. He talks about diabetes. What else? He talks about other dead and deadly products, meaning food. Food, dead animal products. Y'all, I'm just giving y'all this. Proper fuel for miracles. Oh my gosh. You know your body can create a miracle when you put the proper food in it? Yes. Okay. That's that for that book. But when I got that book, you know, my friend told me where else she could get the book from. And it was this store that she always, I guess, frequently went there. And I wanted to get a book for all of my siblings and my children. And I invested in that book. I bought, it was 8 of us. So I bought I bought 8 books because I bought one for my mama. So all my siblings got a book and my children got a book. I'm trying to think that I get somebody else a book. But I bought the book because I just knew that why did I think everybody wanted to make changes in their life? I thought everybody wanted to be healed. And they do. I'm not saying they don't. But I was excited and thought that my family would latch on to this because of the sickness and diseases that were in our family. But that didn't happen. But anyway, I bought the book and I'm still excited that I did buy them the book. So, okay. And I think I bought a couple of more books and gave them to friends. Anyway, needless to say, I'm the one that followed the Hallelujah Diet. So anyway, and I told you all after that, then I bought this book. The next week, the following week, I bought this book, God's Way to Ultimate Health. Then after that, they had a cookbook. Hold on a second. I'm going to get that book because it's right over here. And this book is called Recipes for Life. Recipes for Life. And this book was written by Dr. George Mockman's wife, Rhonda. What happened to Rhonda? She was in a bad train accident. The train hit their car and they kept flipping and she got really hurt up bad. And for years she had really bad arthritis all through her body. And when she met Reverend Mockmas, he told her to follow the Hallelujah Diet, and she did, and got rid of all of her aches and pains and any sickness that she had. Y'all, those are miracles. Her body created the miracle. So I'm just sharing that with you, that I got so excited. I was buying up books, and I was reading them books too. And I did a few of the recipes there. That's where I learned about the health ministers training and all that good stuff. And so that's what I did. Then I decided that if I could do that, if I could learn what I need to learn, then I could share it with people. I figured I could go. I had this in my mind that I would go, and I have a ministry, so I did teachers there. I had a mind that I would be able to go in some churches and teach this diet, but that didn't happen. That didn't happen. No, because if I had taught that in the church, that means no more donuts, no more hot dogs, and on that kind of stuff. So that didn't happen. But anyway, so I just figured I'll just be on this journey by myself. But anyway, I decided that year I was going to make the changes in my life. I was going to go no meat. I was going to go no meat. And in July that year, which was the 4th of July, that was going to be my last time to eat meat. And on the 4th of July of that year, I was only going to eat fish. Y'all, and I said this before, fish is a meat. Anything with eyes, a mouth, nose, it's a meat. So don't fool yourself, okay? And if you read this book, if you got this book and you read it, Dr. George Markman talks about that fish has more cholesterol in it than the pork and the beef. So, and chicken is the worst thing to eat. I mean, this is written, and he's not the only one that talks about that, but that's the first one that I read. So, of course, I went and became a health minister and blah. So that was in 2009, 2015. No, 2014, I believe it was. Yeah. So at that particular time, somebody wanted to know, did I immediately transition to a fully raw diet or a vegan diet? So let me tell you this. I was fully raw. At the time, I wasn't focusing in on whether I was fully raw or not. I just followed the plan. Every morning I got up, I would have I'm coming back, my barley max. I surely did. When I started, I had my barley max. So when I started the plan, I had my barley max. You did barley in the morning when you woke up. And then middle of the morning, you had some carrot juice. I had some carrot juice. Then before lunch, I took another serving of barley. Then mid-afternoon, I had another serving of carrot juice because that's what I was juicing. Carrots. I would buy carrots by the 25-pound bag. Yes, I would. And so at lunchtime, you take this 20 to 30 minutes before you eat. So at lunch, I had me a big salad. And then at mid-afternoon, I had 8 ounces of carrot juice. Then when I got home, I had some more barley max 20 to 30 minutes before dinner. And then guess what was for dinner? Another big salad. At the time, there was, now I don't do oil, but at the time I was doing oil. And there was, you have mayonnaise, but then there was a thing that was called veganese. It wasn't mayonnaise, but it was vegetarian. It was veganese. I call it veganese. Some people say veganese. It's just however you want to pronounce it. Anyway, I would make dressing from that, and that would be my dressing. So I'm just sharing this with you all, and and you're gonna see the transformation that I have made. And then at the time, there was something else we could do. Celtic salt. We could put Celtic salt, but I didn't need it because I had a salad. So I didn't need that. Anyway, that was where I was with that, and I did that up until what did I say? 2014. I think it was 2014. That was my everyday regimen. My everyday regimen: salads, barley max, carrot juice, salad, barley max, carrot juice, and that was it. And y'all, I know people say I would get bored. Yeah, I didn't get bored. You know why? Because I had a purpose. I had a purpose. I wanted to become healthy. I know that, and I knew then, and I know now, God does not want us to be sick. And no, God does not put no sickness up on us to teach us a lesson. No, that I don't believe. I'm sorry. No, I don't know why I went there, but I did. Anyway, anyway, so, and let me tell you what happened when I actually started back to eating cooked food. Somebody gave me a book, Eat to Live cookbook, and it was by Joel Furman. And his book is Eat to Live. So his plan is called Nutritarian Diet. So I looked up some of his things, and I read his book, and he's basically saying the same thing, except his food is cooked. So I started cooking some food, and of course, I started eating vegan foods. I started eating the vegan foods. Y'all, had gone from 272 to 183. 183. So y'all do the math. 183. So I started eating cooked food and vegan food. But lo and behold, probably 4 years down the road, if 4 years, I gained 40 pounds back. I tell you, it's a challenge. Vegan food, I tell people today, if you see vegan food, run. If it says vegan on it, run. So all I'm saying is that you all, because it says vegan does not mean it's healthy. That does not what that means. It just means it doesn't have any meat in it. That's all. So I went back up to 220 pounds. Y'all, 40 pounds. Almost. Well, what is it? 3 pounds give it. It's 40. It's 40 pounds. Ain't no sense in trying to make it pretty because it wasn't pretty. So I put that weight back on, and then I started fizzling out what else I needed to do. So I did the nutritarian diet for a minute, and then I got a book called, what is it called? Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease. I read his book, and that's Dr. Caldwell Esterson's book. And in his book, it no oil, sugar, or salt. But I just read it. I didn't do nothing with it. And then I bought the book, Chef AJ's book, The Secret to Ultimate Weight Loss. I bought the book, read it, didn't do anything with it. 2019, I come across Jill Dalton, Whole Food Cooking Show. So I started doing hers, and she didn't use salt and oils or sugar. And her thing was really good. I really liked it. And she had recipes that you made your own flour when you baked, that kind of stuff. But it was real good. But you all, as I sat and I look, before I started back to eating food and eating vegan food, I didn't have issues with my cholesterol. None whatsoever. I did not. And so I'm just putting that on the vegan food, not the cooked food, but the vegan food. So that was in 2019. October of 2019, I started following Jill Dalton, and which was good because hers was SOS free as well. No sugar, oil, salt. And I did her thing for October, November, and December. Then I really started listening to Chef AJ, The Secret to Ultimate Weight Loss. Then I joined her program in January of 2020. So I did her 21-day program, and I started losing the weight back. I started back losing the weight. So I got back down to 160, I think. And then I was at a plateau. So I had to try to figure out what I needed to do. And so that was 2020. Then 2022, I think it was 22. This is 25. Yeah, 22. I decided, girl, you got to do something a little different. So I started eating more raw, back eating more raw. And I started doing some fasting. When I say fasting, I'm not talking about intermittent fasting. I'm talking about water fasting, where I would go 7 to 10 days just drinking water. And at the same time, y'all, when when you make the transition of doing this, let me see what time we got. Oh my gosh, we done. I'm trying to make this short. I don't want to keep y'all long. When you are making these transitions, just understand that your mental clarity is opening up as well. I'm gonna flip back. When I first started the Hallelujah Acres diet, probably 3 years in, I could feel my internal being. I really could feel that. I had never felt that in my life. And I felt it. And guess what? I'm feeling it down again. This is why I'm excited. This is why I'm excited. So anyway, uh, so once I started with Chef AJ, and then I decided I need to do something else different. The water fasting, I did the water fasting, and then I found out about juice fasting. Somebody's 40-day juice fasting, and I'm bringing it. I am bringing it in. Um, I've done 2 40-day juice fasting, and that has proved to be real good. I did May, June, July of 2024. I did a 3 months of only eating watermelon. I did that. Y'all, that helps bring the weight on back down. I'm telling you, you got to find out what works for you and what you can work with. That is the key. I'm going to talk about my challenges in a little bit. Um, so because there's something always going on. So I just started basically going back to raw and not cook. Once I started reading Dr. Norman Walker's books, he has one on colon health. Uh, I mean, several books he was reading, and each one of his books he talks about not cooking your food. And then there are several other books of people that talked about not cooking your food. So okay. Then Adam and Eve didn't cook their food either. But that's what I go by. Most people go by whatever somebody else did in the Bible. So no, I'm doing this one. Anyway, we done went through all of my people. So now my challenges. You all, I am a sociable person. I'm always connected with other people. However, these are challenges for me. Very much so. So I have to prepare for them. Even when I was working, I made sure that I took my salads to work, regardless if we were having a dinner at work or whatever. I made sure to take my food with me. And when I go to functions at my mom's house, family functions, I make sure to take my food with me. You got to be prepared. If I'm gotta leave home and be gone for a minute, I make sure I take something with me because you're for sure going to get hungry. Something is going to happen. Something, y'all. I'm a sweetaholic. I love sweets. I'm gonna tell nobody I don't love sweets. I love sweets. Have always loved sweets. And this is a time of year where people are really making up some sweet stuff. So what am I going to do? I'm gonna make my own sweet stuff, and I'm gonna have them ready. again, y'all, I said it's work. It is work. So when I go out to eat, I'll find out where we're going to eat, and then I want to make sure that they have a salad for me, because I'm doing this raw thing. I'm not playing. It ain't no joke. Your health is no joke. My health is no joke. So if I'm gonna be healthy, it's up to me. So I decide where we're going and what do they have that I can eat, and that's what I do. You have to plan ahead of time. And if I have a choice when we go out to eat, I'll say, can we go so and so and so? That way they got salads, and usually people say yeah. They usually say yes. So that's where I am now. My biggest challenge is going to my mama's house. Now, why do I say that? Because my mama have cookies, my mama have candy, my mama have cake, and sometimes she'll be done made a pie. Yo, so this is challenging. So I've been now. I think in the past month I haven't had anything. Maybe 2 months now. I haven't eaten her cookies or candy. I just have to make myself not do that, because they are tempting. They are tempting. And where I work at night, they always have candy sitting around. I mean, that stuff is tempting, but I have to know my purpose. I have to know what I want in life, and I have to make the decision. Is it worth that? And I tell myself no. So let's keep it going. So I do have challenges. Even here at my house, my son is here, my granddaughter is here, and my son is a sweetheart. Lord, I'm praying for him. I'm praying for him, really. But if I don't buy it in here, I won't eat it. So I don't have a problem with that. I don't know what's the difference in here in my mama's house. I don't know. But if I don't buy it here, I won't eat it. So they can buy their stuff and I won't eat it. So what I do keep here, I have raisins. Make sure I have dates, because dates are really sweet. So if I want something sweet, I eat raisins or dates or banana. I'll figure out what I throw together. So that's the key. That is the key. So we have to make things readily available. So those of you who are living by yourself, hats off to you, because you can go in your pantry, in your refrigerator, and pull out all that stuff that you don't, that is not servicing you right now. Give it to somebody, store it somewhere else so that you don't see it. If that's your challenge, if that's a challenge for you. But anyway, you all, I got the 222 pounds back down to probably 150. It went on down to 140. And I think the lowest weight that I've weighed, which I weighed, when did I have a colonoscopy? Back in September. I don't weigh every day. I weigh 133. I don't weigh every day. Dr. Doug Lyles, he's a psychiatrist, and he said you shouldn't weigh often. Anyway, he said he suggests get rid of your scale. He said do not judge your weight from the numbers on the scale, because that's not a true weight count. So I do have scales, but I don't get on them. I only weigh when I go to the doctor's office. So having said all of that, what else do I want to tell you? I told you about my mama's challenges. Yes, I did. And I think that's all. So we are here today. We're here today in Rawvember. All raw. We're going all raw. Y'all, the first 6 days, including today, which is November 6th, has been phenomenal for me. Awesome. So I make sure I have my juices, my fruits. You see my fruit back here? I make sure I have all of that, and I got my salad stuff all fixed up in my refrigerator. And the next video, you're going to see me chopping up a salad. I like chopped salads. So I'm going to show you how to chop your salad up. I learned how to do that when I was doing Chef AJ's The Secret to Ultimate Weight Loss, because they had you eating a pound of lettuce, greens. Your greens had to be a pound, so you know that was a big pile of greens when it got to a pound. So they taught us how to eat that pound by chopping all that up. So you ate a pound of lettuce, plus you put in your fixings on top of that. So how many pounds of vegetables was that? Probably 4 pounds of vegetables. And then you eat a pound of cooked vegetables. I mean, so I've gone from that to raw, all raw. And I'm excited, y'all. And I'm excited to have you all on my journey. I'm so excited to be able to share this with you. And I really look back at my journey. Your journey goes from one level to the next, from one level to the next. And that's the key. That's the key. So we're into this month where people are celebrating Thanksgiving and celebrating Christmas. There are going to be many parties, lots of desserts out there. You all just be mindful. Be mindful. Be creative yourself. Be creative yourself. And know that you got to live in January. Know that whatever you do in November and December, you have to live with that when January 1st comes. So just know that. Stay true to yourself. Believe in you. And stay true and faithful to yourself. Love yourself more during these days. Love yourself more during these days. And I promise you, you're going to win every time. You're going to win every time. So again, thank you for listening to my story, part of my story, because I cut it off. It's so much to tell. But I'm excited that I have gone from 272 to 133. I don't know what I weigh now. I don't know. I haven't weighed since I weighed at when I had my colonoscopy. But that's not important. I'm still wearing a size 6. So, and I feel good. I feel good in my body. I feel truly good. And I'm, again, so glad to have you all in my life. Thank you again to all of my subscribers. Thank you to those, and I ask you to continue to share this information. Encourage your family and friends to subscribe to my channel and follow me, my journey, because my journey keeps going. It keeps going and it keeps going. So, okay, I love you guys more than you realize. All right, until the next video. Oh, send me a thumbs up. Send me a thumbs up. Send me a comment. I love it, love it, love it. Until the next video, peace and love and broccoli. Peace and love and broccoli.